Alright, yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy MayFlwr, and as always, I hope all you guys are having a great day. You guys probably already saw it, but if you didn't, Swedish House Mafia, the legendary EDM trio, got back together last week at Ultra, and it was a pretty cool moment. I watched it on the live stream. There was like 300,000 people watching live. I've never seen that in my life. But yeah, it was a super cool moment. It was kind of weird to see that older style of music kind of on the main stage again. So I just thought it would be fun to kind of revisit that type of music in today's video and try to make like a progressive house track, I guess. I think they stopped making music in like 2013 or something, which is right when I started making music, so I didn't really get to participate in this era, which is why I thought it would be a cool idea for me to give it a try today. I've already made one other progressive house video and that seemed to do pretty good, so I guess this is number 2. But anyways, that's the plan for today. I guess that's enough talking. We'll just jump right into it, boys, so let's go. Alright boys, so we are making some progressive house, so the first thing we gotta do is get this BPM correct. So we're just gonna jump this thing up to 150, which is the BPM all progressive house is made at. Boy, if you don't get— Actually, that was a joke, don't do that. We're definitely gonna put it at 128. I could hear people writing comments as I did that. Alright, so now I'm just gonna make a pretty simple little drum loop, pretty standard stuff. Got the old cashmere pack in full effect. And I'll throw a ride in there as well. Oh, that's not a ride. There we go. I don't even think I've made another progressive house track since the last one I did. It's not necessarily my area of interest, but you know, it's still pretty fun to try different stuff. So now I'm just gonna start whipping up some melodies on a piano. I don't have enough keys on this tiny keyboard. I have another piano back here. I was gonna film it normally, but I'll probably just go back and forth. Alright, so now we are on the big boy piano. I feel like if I sit like this, it's like some type of weird instructional piano video. Hello, welcome to MayFlwr School of Piano. With only 3 easy payments of $39.95, you can be— But anyways, what you're looking for with progressive house in relation to the chords is kind of that uplifting feeling you get when you listen to like a Swedish House Mafia song or whatever else you listen to. Just that really like sincere feeling you get when you're at like a festival or something. I don't freaking know. So I've showed you guys a bunch of ways to make chords in my previous videos, but this way is an alternate way that also works too. And basically you just write the bass notes first and then you build on top of those. So I can just think of a bass line, and obviously it's going to be just one note per chord now, I guess you could say. So for example, you could do something like this. And obviously that's super simple. But now we can pick out that first note we did and start stacking some more on top of it. And that's just an example of how easy this can be. That was literally 2 notes, and then I just changed the bass notes on each chord. That'll probably make more sense on the computer when you see it in the piano roll, because you'll just see these 2 consistent notes going across the entire thing. So now looking at those super easy chords we made, we can start messing around with melodies. And this is just a process of trying to find something that fits with your song and also sounds cool at the same time. And like I said, making melodies is a process, so we'll just make an alternate one while we're at it, just because your first one's not always the best. And once again, I'm just messing around with basically just these 4 notes up here. Alright, so now we have the drums for the drop and 2 melodies.
So, I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious.
Alright, so now for each of these melodies, I'm going to start throwing in some more sounds for both of them. Alright, so now we can start on those layers. So now what I'm going to do is, I have all these highlighted, and I'm just going to shrink it down to 1. And I'm going to make this pattern match the rhythm of the other notes. So like these, and these. So we can just do that, hold shift, and boom, we got them. And obviously you can change the notes of the chords just to make it fit a little better. And I also did the same for the other melody. Alright, so now we gotta start comparing these melodies and pick one, because obviously we can only use one. And I'm gonna do one more thing just before we pick one, and that is gonna be to make like a little effects riser to like go into the intro, I guess. So obviously the first note of the melody is D, so I'm gonna go through and put those on all the layers. Then I'm just gonna come to the mixer and throw on a Fruity Convolver, which is just another reverb plugin. And basically what you can do is just turn up this wet knob, and that is gonna make it like ridiculously reverbed. So now that we got it ringing out pretty far, we can actually bounce this pattern and then drag it back in. Lead thing. And then we can just drag it from the desktop onto here and reverse it. Make sure it's lined up. You don't want the actual pluck in there, you just want the reverb, so we can cut that first part off. So now we have this cool effect. It's one of the oldest tricks in the book. This is when I like to play it and then like act like I'm at a festival, like in my head, like imagine it. Just so you can like kind of imagine which one would sound better like in a live setting. I think I'm just going to go with the first one. I might end up changing it or making a completely different one. I don't know. You'll hear it in the end, I guess. Alright, so I just constructed this weird little structure for the song. And now I'm just going to take all these layers and split them up so you guys can see them, I guess. This is very unorganized. But you know what? We've already come this far. And now that we got that, we can do the last thing, which is going to be to add in the bass line. And for that, I just took those root notes we had earlier and I put this weird kind of like bass sound on it. Alright, last thing, we got the sub bass. In almost every video I post, I get a bunch of comments like asking me where I got my sub bass from. Like it's like a preset I bought or something. But I do almost all my sub basses the same exact way in every song. And that is with the 3X oscillator. So what you do to get that sub bass that I always use, you just take all these knobs and you turn them to 0. And now you just have a really basic sine wave, which is what I use in almost every song. And now we throw that in with the bass. But anyways, other than that, I think I'm done with the track. I think it turned out pretty cool, but I guess you guys can be the judge of that, so I guess that's enough talking. I'll just let you guys hear it, so I will play it in 3, 2, 1. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I honestly don't know if you guys watch these outros. I guess today will be a good test to see if you guys actually make it this far. But yeah, obviously I've been making videos like once every couple weeks the last couple months, which is kind of weird because when I first started, I literally made videos almost every day. And the reason why I slowed down is because I'm working a lot on my own music. I'm working on an EP that I'm going to put out pretty soon. And I just make these videos in my free time for fun and for you guys. And now I think I can finally get back to, you know, posting a little more. And I just wanted to see if you guys would actually watch if I posted like 2 or 3 videos a week. So yeah, I want to get back into that routine, so I'm gonna need you guys to go leave like ideas for videos, genres, remixes, I don't know, something weird. Just comment whatever you want and leave video ideas, something you want to see. I read all the comments anyways. But other than that, I think it's gonna do it for today, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one.